When a spinal cord injury happens, everyone focuses on the person that sustained the spinal cord injury, and with good reason. They need a lot of help, they need a lot of support. But nobody focuses on the family. Nobody focuses on the parents. Nobody focuses on the siblings, on the friends. This is something that I learned even many, many years after my injury, and that it was a huge, huge impact for my family. See, when a spinal cord injury happens, everything is centered on the person that has sustained that spinal cord injury because that person's life might be at risk. The first few days, the first few weeks are crucial for that individual, whether it's a male or female. It just becomes critical that people rally around them, that the family members support, that all medical staff, therapists, everybody focuses on that individual. A spinal cord injury is a very, very traumatic event, not only for that person, but also for the people around. There are certain things that the family members go through that nobody else experiences. The person that's living with a spinal cord injury is focused on their recovery, is focused on their own lives, and they don't focus on the family members. They need all that attention. But also, those family members are going to need some type of support. They need some type of help. And this is something that goes by the wayside, and I don't think a lot of people understand. The family members are likely going to feel the pressure of being responsible, number one, for the well-being of the person with a spinal cord injury, but also for just what's going on around the person with a spinal cord injury. There's a lot of pressure to fix things. There's a lot of pressure to try to help that person to heal, to help that person try to get back to the way it was before. But obviously, it's very, very challenging. You know, there's a lot of emotional weight for the people that are around this person with a disability, for the family members and for the friends. I always say that a spinal cord injury is like an explosion goes off in this community. And the closer you are to the person with that spinal cord injury, the more you're going to feel that explosion and the more you're going to go through an emotional roller coaster. So the emotions that the family members and friends and circle of this individual are going through are also going to be very challenging. There's also the fact that, you know, people want to help. These family members really want to help, but they don't know how. They don't know what to do. There's a lot of uncertainty, not only for that person with a disability, with a new spinal cord injury, but also for those people around them. The other one is that the family members and friends, they don't know where that line is, right? They want to help and they want to almost take over the life of that person with the spinal cord injury. It becomes very difficult because they might even not take care of themselves because they're taking care of this person with the new spinal cord injury. That's bound to happen. They want to just do 100% of the work. They want to be there, 24/7. They want to leave work. They don't want to go to school. They just want to be there to support. And that becomes a huge burden for those around the person with a spinal cord injury. It becomes a huge challenge for those individuals that are around the person with a spinal cord injury. It also might be a huge issue for them because they don't know when to help and when not to help, right? I always say, help the person that has sustained a spinal cord injury to the point that they need, but not beyond. Let them make their choices. Let them do the things that they can at the moment in time. Eventually, it'll get better, and those things they can do, there'll be more and more and more independence for them. Finally, I think that the people around the person with a spinal cord injury, the family members, the parents, the brother, the sister, everybody around, hides a lot of what they're feeling because they don't know how to process it and they don't know how to express it. I think that this is something that happens with other issues that you have emotionally for a lot of us. But when it comes to a spinal cord injury, it's something that is very challenging. Why? Because it's between a death and something else, right? There's nothing like somebody sustaining a spinal cord injury. There's a huge level of loss, but the person is there. There's a huge level of pain, but you haven't lost that person completely. So for the parents, for the siblings, for the friends of this person with a spinal cord injury, it can become very, very difficult because they might not know how to process these emotions. They might not know how to process what they're going through. They're focused on supporting. They're focused on being right there for that person at that moment in time, and they might not be focused on their own emotions. These emotions are likely going to be bottled up, or they're likely going to be coming out eventually in some other way, whether it's through stress, whether it's through, emotional downs. However it is, it's probably going to come out eventually in a difficult way. So the first 30 days are important not only for the person with the disability, but also for those that are around that person with this spinal cord. It's a challenging time, not only for that person that sustained the injury, but also for the family and friends of these individuals. It's a challenging time for sure, but my recommendation is keep moving forward and keep moving forward together. Take the time to take care for yourself. If you're a family member, if you're a brother, sister, or a dad or a mom of somebody that sustained that spinal cord injury, take time for yourself, be with your family, find strength in the family, and you will be better in the future and stronger, of course. I am Beto. This is From My Chair. And if you have a spinal cord injury or you love somebody that has a spinal cord injury, feel free to subscribe. This is my channel. I'm going to be sharing 31 years of experience of living with a spinal cord injury in hopes that you can live a better life, a more fulfilling life, and you can reach your full potential. I'll see you in the next one.